Move over. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Matt Z here in the basement of Forbidden Planet. I'm here with the lovely Danny Lorick, who you know from
Mostly gaming.
mostly gaming. I was gonna say those news articles about the gaming person that went crazy and killed a bunch of people.
Wow, way to go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's still. I guess it's still mostly gaming.
Yep.
When you think about it. So it's Tuesday. It's the day where we receive the shipment and process it and get excited about it, and then we sit here and talk about it.
Yep. Hopefully, make you excited for it as well.
Yeah, totally. Yep. As excited as we are. And this is your second time on the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe even the third.
Yep, I think I dropped by a couple of times to let people know.
But I think you've done a full show with me before.
I think I did one.
One full show and a couple of magic spots.
So if you've followed us religiously,
you'll know Danny. And I'm sure you do anyway because she's here a lot. And Alec is sick. We're sorry that you're sick, Alec.
Feel better.
Yeah, feel better. Not that he's the regular co-host here on the show. I just wanted to say that. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, we've been trying out new co-hosts, and almost to the point that I think it's almost. I think we won't have a new co-host at this point. I think we'll just keep it. It's just me. I mean,
it'll just be you talking about whatever you want. Yeah. It won't even be comics. It'll just be.
No, not even thinking. I'm thinking about logging in from home from now on. It's like 3 a.m.
Just eating cereal.
You'll get an invite to me eating cereal show. That sounds good. Actually, I could get down with that. But anyway,
eating cereal and reading comics. I think that works.
No reading involved. Reading the back of the cereal box maybe, but. So that's it's cool to have. I think it's cool to have a bunch of different people come down and do it every once in a while and have varied voices and not just Alec. No, I'm just kidding, kids. It's always gonna be me here, you guys. See what I'm doing? It's like I'm being hypocritical in a way. But
we like your voice. It works.
Thank you. It's just the voice, not the things that I say.
We ignore what you say. But the sound of your voice is melodic. It's
Thank
nice.
you. I appreciate it. You're the one and only person that's ever said that in my entire life. And
I'm trying to be nice here.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Miss you, Alec.
So let's just dig right in. It's another one of those huge release weeks. There's tons of things coming out. What else is new, right? What else is new? There's so much stuff coming out. Let's start off with something simple.
Yep. So you want to just start with this?
That sounds good. The one and only. That's not true. There's a few other little cool things that we're getting for the first time.
Yep.
I could see some giant Astro Boys that I've never seen before, and some giant Stormtroopers that I don't believe I've seen before. Are they clone troopers?
Oh, that's actually the Astro Boy is pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely bring that over here.
About the size of half of me.
Oh my God! I think you're not that tall.
I'm kind of tiny.
It might even be a half and plus.
So,
and we're not even talking about this guy. So we got a couple of big action figures for big boys and who like big toys. And so look how big these are.
This is the new co-host, actually.
That might have to be next week's new co-host. You saw the Darth Vader, you saw the Superman, you saw the you saw the Dark Knight, and then you also saw the Ed Grimley. No, I'm making that up. No. But the
you would get that one though.
Maybe the Clone Trooper, the 501st Clone Trooper, not Stormtrooper. No. Excuse me.
What's nice about this one is that this actually has some articulation, like the arms and everything, so you can kind of pose this one a bit.
And it's super sturdy,
yep.
And these figures, when they're blown up, they don't look awkward. I mean, I gotta say, some of them look a little weird for me, but this one's serious. You know what I mean?
And comes with a blaster, actually.
Yeah.
Right here, so you can,
Can't go wrong.
If you can see the image back here, you can, set it up, firing.
Over 2 feet tall. Jesus.
Yep.
All right, what else do we have in the big toy category? This jumbo Astro Boy that we were just talking about. Look at that thing.
As you can see.
Oh my God, it's gigantic. All right, well, so we got some big toys in. And what was the other one? Did we even show it? We got too excited by the other ones.
I mean, it's Astro Boy.
Talking about big things. There's only 2 things that are big on this toy. But
that's pretty accurate.
that is the,
So
the guns and the box.
So I'm pretty sure that you've probably seen the variants of the DC characters that PlayArts has been doing. You know, some really cool, you know, like armored stuff.
Yeah, very interesting.
So this is the newest one. It is Batgirl.
Batgirl.
So you can see they kind of did their own kind of style for her.
Hot shorts.
Yes. Hot shorts and very tall boots because that helps
Let
you
me
save
see those
people.
boots. That's all boot?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's not even gonna work.
I don't think she can run in those.
I mean, thigh highs I can understand,
Yeah.
but tall boots you can't.
No.
Vernon, everybody, he'll be performing where on Thursday? Broadway Comedy Club. If you like to, I know you can't hear him, but we laugh all the time, and you'll see us turn to the left, and you'll not know why we're laughing. It's because Vernon is doing something very funny.
Yep.
He'll be at the Broadway Comedy Club on Thursday. The show's at 7 o'clock, and that's on the 53rd Street between 8th and 9th Avenue. 7 o'clock. Come out and support Forbidden Planet people and their
and have some fun, laugh a bit.
In their other endeavors. Speaking of which, let's just show off this. You might know a little man named Tyler Ball.
A tiny man. Tiny man, big name.
The big boss man, Tyler Boss, who has done the show with me quite a number of times. He also lays out the Weekly Planet every week.
Yeah.
You're right, he does, and he puts together the beautiful posters that we had.
The website, he works on that.
He works on the website.
So you, even if you haven't seen him, you've seen his work.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would say that he is the Neil Adams of Forbidden Planet graphic design. Anyway.
Did you say he's the Neil Adams?
No, I said he's the Neil Adams of graphic design and Forbidden Planet.
So a little while ago, he participated in this project. Some of you, if you spend a lot of time online, you may have heard of it. Bart Kira.
This is brand new to me
Yep.
because I tune Tyler out a lot, so I'm guessing that It's funny because he came and talked to me today as if I knew what he was talking about already, and I was like, oh, I don't know, but I'm going to act excited.
But yeah, so it's actually super cool book where what they did, it's a collection of different artists who recreated...
or regurgitated.
Actually, both sometimes. I've seen, you can see this cover.
Look,
it's this
they can't
awesome
see the cover. Look at that. Let's get to it. What we're looking at here. What are we looking at here?
You are actually looking at artists going back and redrawing pages of Akira, but using The Simpsons and focusing on Bart.
Oh my God!
But you got all these great artists with different styles,
and Tyler Boss is in there too.
So aside from the fact that it's a cool book, it's supporting some Forbidden Planet people, I think we actually can show.
Let's show off some of his pages. That's right. Let's go with that. Looks like the end of that last guy.
So that is here.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Yep.
That's something else. Is that Millhouse?
Yep.
Looks like Millhouse. Looks like Millhouse in Akira styling, but also the little Tyler Boss in there. You know Tyler Boss's work. It's got that heavy blacks in it. That is pretty awesome, I gotta say.
Yeah, the whole thing is awesome. You look at it, every single artist in there just put a lot of love and dedication to Akira in that book. Akira and The
Simpsons, obviously. I mean, this is so cool. Now, this isn't. Now, let me just get this totally out there, so you guys are well aware of what's going on here. This is not like a graphic novel or anything to that effect.
It's not a full retelling.
No, and it's not even a book that we're supposed to be selling. Not that we're not supposed to be selling it. It's actually a catalog for the art show that they did.
Yep.
And and it's beautiful. It's an amazing. It is out of control, and it is an amazing piece of
you've
work.
even got Cameron Stewart in there.
Yeah, Jacob Shabbat.
Yep.
These are now. This is the thing. This is so awesome. You must get down here and get it. There are people, those of you who couldn't make it to the.
Oh. Vita says hi.
For me, though, right? Oh.
For both of you. She wanted to see if you liked it. Yes.
She can. You want to tell her to come down? To the show?
All right, cool.
She could do the show.
Yeah.
You can go back and work if you want, if you feel you need to, or she can do the show with both of us. So that's it.
Because she's gonna want to see this for sure.
Yeah, we'll get back to this when she gets down here, of course. So that's Bart Kira. Now this is a really awesome catalog that you should come down and pick up while you can here at Forbidden Planet.
I would imagine it's probably going to be kind of limited.
It's super limited, and it'll save you the trip to the West Coast, which is the only other place that you'd actually be able to get this.
It's also as well as those recreated pages. You've got some full color just prints that they did as well, which is pretty
type
sweet.
Stuff, really great stuff. Now this reminds me a lot of an ex-employee of ours, and
who is both like Bart Simpson and Akira, which is really weird.
And she is an ex-co-host, and you know what it is? She's a true art lover. So
that's true.
So that's why we got her down here and showing off Bart Kira. Have you seen this?
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, no.
My God!
Awesome? All right,
how much? $1 million?
We won't know yet. We don't know yet. We just literally got
we just took it straight out the box.
Yeah, we didn't even get a chance
Tyler's
to look
pages.
I'd seen one of those pages.
Yes! Millhouse!
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Well, we lose her as soon as we get her.
You gotta see if you want to sit with us. Do you want to sit with us?
Yeah.
All right.
You guys, absolutely.
So then in.
See that I've been replaced by my clone.
No.
I'm guest starring.
We switch it up all the time.
Return favorite.
Yeah. So we'll get into that. Reminds me. See, that's the interesting thing is that book came out today.
This is incredible.
We got, and then this book comes out tomorrow, which has a very somewhat similar theme.
Weapon Brown. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite comics of all time.
See, Jason Young, Weapon
So,
Brown.
you want to say a little something about?
Yeah. Why don't you talk? The thing is, I'm
will.
super interested in this.
That is one of the best indie comics I've ever
But
read.
I don't know much about it. Can you tell me about it?
I can. So I can only speak to the first few issues because I haven't read the whole thing. This was a comic that I picked up at Mocha a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the basic premise is that all the characters in Charlie Brown are living in a post-apocalyptic time.
I'm already sold.
Lucy is a Nazi scientist who made Chuck into a weapon, and now he's returning because the redheaded girl has gone missing and he's trying to find her.
Wow.
Yeah,
But I also see special appearances by Popeye in there.
Yep, and Annie, I believe.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Annie.
Oh yeah, what a wild looking book.
Snoopy is the best. The Great Pumpkin
Snoopy.
makes an appearance as well, I don't want to spoil what it is, but it's there and it's bananas. Linus
This seems
and
like
his
a man
blanket
set right
are
here.
very important. Actually, these are literally perfect.
Yeah.
If you like post-apocalyptic ridiculousness
Yeah.
and hard-nosed sci-fi, Weapon Brown, I lost my copies in the flood. And I literally have been.
Yeah, the Great Comic Flood of '76.
Well, I'm glad you stopped it.
Oh my God, I didn't know there was a compendium coming out. This
Yeah.
is. Oh my God! Just
And
the
this is-
football. The football.
this
It's
is
how
a-
she trains him Pavlovian style with a football.
This
It's
is a
like
thick
so
book,
good.
and it's
Oh.
only $23.
And it's the complete thing, right?
Yeah, I think this is everything because I know that there were 3 series, 3.
Amazing. Can't.
Oh man, I love that book.
This
I
is
love that
This is
book.
definitely something up my alley too. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to grab a copy.
The
of
art
this
is
and then put it in a
fantastic.
file and read it maybe 10 years from now.
The story is fantastic. You know what? I would say it's a quick enough read where you can.
Put it
you
to the
can-
top of the pile.
Yeah, but it's still when you go back and read it again, you'll find new stuff. Because I reread those issues like 5, 6 times.
I'm just gonna put it on the side then for me.
Yes.
Well, that one has a few classic characters kind of warped, but just another book that's just straight up classics.
And actually
Oh,
very
yeah.
warped in a way.
They're all
Yes.
little-
If you've ever read some of those classic Infantino Batman stories, he
Sealed.
has a really he has an
Thank you for
interest.
returning to hold
Yeah, you can bust that open if you want and show some people. I mean, he's one of those classic old school Batman guys, pre Neil Adams. That
You might also know him from like the Flash stuff as well.
Oh
I mean,
well,
this
yeah,
is-
Infantino, the Dead Man. He's like one of those real
Yeah, Dead
classic.
Man's probably my favorite.
Yeah, he's a heavy. Infantino also worked on Swamp Thing, I believe.
Wouldn't surprise me. Look at that bad boy. Yeah.
Yeah, so, if you want some really, here's the thing. Here's how we prove it to you. They don't do these books for everybody who did these old school Batman stories. And there were a lot of people who worked on the old school Batman stuff.
So, I mean, if you've never read any of the classic stuff, one, what are you doing? You need to be doing it.
This page alone is worth its weight in salt. The $1 Million debut of Batgirl. That's what I was looking for, because that's the story that got me onto this.
There you go.
This is the reason that I like Batman.
And what's the name of that bad guy there?
Which one, the Moth?
Is that Mothman? Yeah.
Yep.
Killer Moth.
The Killer Moth.
That was her first fight.
Yeah, he looked weird. I was like, is that...
Yes, because I think he's upside down for this entire series of pages.
That's
just punching him over and
I
over.
can't even tell.
But yeah, if you've never read any of the
looks...
old stuff, it's wild, it's so much fun, and this is a great place to start.
Yeah.
Who does it look like? The guy from Marvel, too, the bug.
Oh.
A nihilist. He looks like a nihilist in that. Well, all bugs look the same to me. Anyway,
That species.
now here's something that everybody was waiting for and spending tons of money on, and then they got the permission from the original writer to do reprints of them, and now everybody's comics are worthless. So there is the first volume of Miracleman, printed by Marvel, but just so you could stay in tune with how everybody who was collecting this in the past and paying a lot of money on eBay, they made sure to make it a very expensive book for you. It's $29.99 for the hardcover, the first couple issues.
The thing is, I would say it's one of those rare books that it's worth if you haven't picked up the issues at all, if you weren't one of those people that searched around, it's worth picking up. It's worth having experience reading it for the first time.
I'm just exaggerating on the expensiveness of this and making a joke about it. But yeah, I mean,
it's a Marvel hardcover.
It's a Marvel hardcover. You know that it's going to be expensive, but at the same time, it's one of these books that are kind of legendary in comics history, and you must read if you are going to be, a well-read comic fan. I'm not saying you have to like it, but listen, it's like you can't just stick to what's safe. You have to expand your mind and.
Hold on,
and that's mind expanding.
Time out. Can we just talk about the fact that there are color pages in the
we talked
art
about
here?
that.
It's happening. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of where is it? It's the
We're never gonna get off of Barkira.
No,
It's so good.
This will just be the theme for the whole.
It is a real serious deal of a book here. But okay, let's dig back into some more graphic novels. Here's another. This is quite possibly, I don't know. It's hard to say. This is definitely one of my favorite Kirby Marvel works, without a doubt. Devil Dinosaur. It's just.
I've actually never read it.
Oh my god! It's fun, weirdo, Kirby stuff. If you know.
It's called Devil Dinosaur.
Hold on. Did you ever play Primal Rage?
Yes.
Video game? Okay, then you have been primed to read Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah. Well, it's got that. I'm not sure what the exact year period of Devil Dinosaur is.
A while ago.
1978.
78? I don't know, 70. Yeah. So.
Yeah, if you like dinosaurs and raging, you should probably read.
Well, I just gotta say, Kirby is one of the classics. He is one of the greatest comics creators of all time. He really
Is that Dr. Doom?
changed the way things look. You can see a lot of hints in the way that he drew other characters too. Like obviously, like you're seeing a Darkseid right there, but it's not. This is a Marvel. But anyway, this is great. Moon Boy doing his thing, and riding Devil Dinosaur.
That sentence enough is worth checking it out.
Yeah, I have. I actually bought all of these in single issues, and I was like really was hot for this for a while. I mean, I just like Kirby dinosaurs and Ping Pang Boom and the Kirby monsters.
He does it really.
He really does. So that's definitely a great pick of the week.
So you want to tell me a little bit about this one right here?
Scam is the Tribe Comics. I believe it's the first book that Tribe Comics put out. And it was really hot, and this is the Ultimate Collection. which, if you may remember and came by on Free Comic Book Day, we did a signing with the creators of Scam for the Free Comic Book Day book. And then tomorrow, we're also doing a signing for Scam.
Yeah.
For the Ultimate Collection.
So tomorrow's definitely a good day to come in, check out the book.
Yeah. And this is, see what I'm saying? This is definitely more comics, twice the size, and only $5 more than other companies' books. But, Tribe Comics is a new company, and they look like they're putting, this is quite, I think,
for a new company, it's a really
this might be the first collection they put out, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a gorgeous collection.
And it looks beautiful, and it's, yeah. So well done, guys, and we're excited to have you in the store tomorrow. Swing in. And talking about big, hard covers. Crawl Space is a collection of Rick Remender's horror work for Image Comics, which is really awesome because they're using the Crawl Space as the header, which is one of my favorite zombie books that has ever come out in comics in the comic world. Look at that. Put that right over in front of your face.
It's the right size.
It fits. And there's a hole right through it. So this has got, let me just see what we have in here, just so I can be 100%. Well, it's got Crawl Space, which is Triple X Zombie. Crawl Space was kind of like a overarching name for a series that I felt he was going to do, but just never happened. Where there'd be short little snippet books or collections, etc. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. But let's get back on the fact that Crawl Space Triple X Zombies is a story about a zombie outbreak on a 70s porno set.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I now understand everything about why you love this book.
Okay, now if you are tired of the same old zombie stuff, then this is the book for you to read, because this is not the same old zombie stuff, but it definitely has really amazing zombie scenes that take it over, up, above, and beyond things that I've seen in any other comic book. Hey, you remember a couple of years ago when Negan killed Glenn? That's nothing.
That's not. Oh, damn.
But you also get a bunch of other great stuff in here. What's that?
That's a great price point.
Yeah, it's got Seared issues 1 through 13. It's got.
It looks like it has some Tony Moore art in there. So
yeah, well,
if you're
he did some stuff on Triple X Zombies, I believe. Oh, Sorrow is in here, which is really fun. It's like a haunted town kind of story. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff in here. Yeah, so you're not going to be disappointed. Grab this up, Rick Remender. You know this guy from such books as Black Science, the other hot book that he has hitting the shelf.
Yep.
Yeah, Self-Cover Volume 1. It's a book I've talked about every time it's come out because it's very good. And it's a $10 edition.
Ah, and it's a nice, nice amount of pages on
it. Yeah, man. There's no joke. So, when you're coming in to pick up Black Science, grab a copy of Crawl Space or vice versa.
I just want
Here's a book that, this is cool.
We
Were you reading this, Apocalypse Owl?
No, I was waiting for the trade.
Oh, well then, thank God you came in.
Image, what are you doing? So good. So good.
$10. Another $10 trade.
$10 number.
You know what? I would tell you guys from now on, when you walk into any store and you want to buy an Image graphic novel, no matter what it says on the back, just say, I'm only paying $10.
don't do that.
Just, I'm only...
It's every store.
Every store but this one.
Yeah, every store.
Obviously. But yeah, Apocalypse Owl came out. Owlpocalypse.
All right, and on that note, guys.
You're going to head out?
I'm going to head out.
You don't want to see the big Attack on Titan book that came out?
What?
The Attack on Titan Colossal Edition.
I have to stay for the manga.
Yep.
Manga moment.
So we're showing this because, Attack on Titan, if you like manga, you've probably heard about it. If you're probably watching the anime right now. But, you're actually probably watching it.
Open.
Yeah.
One for
well, you got it on your Netflix on TV.
But so if you don't know much about it, it's an indeterminate time period. Might be future, might be past, and it's this world where they're plagued by these giants called Titans.
With no skin.
They're no skin, very creepy. And so in order to protect themselves, they build these giant walls around the city.
There's not a lot of people left.
But the walls are starting to not work so well. and like literally, that's how I roll.
It's how I eat.
And so it follows.
Your face.
It follows a few of the recruits, and then through their training, as they fight these titans, and the story gets even weirder from there, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be it's definitely a shonen style, so it's gonna have a lot of action, but it will have some emotional beats for sure. There are some really interesting characters. The most popular is not the main character, although he's like second most popular. But the most popular is his sister. Well, sister, whatever.
She's awesome.
I might watch some of that on TV.
So what's really nice about that big colossal edition is that it's actually the first 5 volumes.
That's
really?
5. So at $60, that's $10 a volume.
Yeah,
how much for the volume?
And there are
like
some
$12.
full-color art pages that have that were made for this American edition. So not even the Japanese editions of these books.
Oh my God! Exclusivity, baby.
Yep.
So the smaller volumes are like $12.
Yeah, somewhere about. So if you haven't started it, this is a great one to kind of pick up. That's literally like what they see. It's like rising above stuff.
All right. So that's pretty much the trade. Hey, Vita, thanks for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have you. We'd love to have you more.
Just let me know when that Kira gets price.
40 minutes.
All right. And then,
I'm not going to be here that long.
That Weapon Brown.
Seriously, get that going. No, I'm just kidding.
That Weapon Brown is real good too.
Yeah.
That looks so
Now
good.
I'm tempted. I kind of wasn't expecting to pick that up, but that might happen.
Come and get it. It's literally my favorite independent comic.
All right, cool. See you.
I miss you already.
Now go protect some art.
Well,
We're just gonna have to blow through these. Oh my God, none of these blow. Futures War. Futures War.
That's.
Whoa. No.
We nearly just lost.
Every graphic novel.
I think I was more concerned about your need in the graphic
Oh,
novels.
forget about it. Thank you. Yeah, that would have been dead. I didn't even realize. Okay, so we got Futures at number 4 hitting the shelf this week.
Yep.
I'm just gonna.
We got some Frankenstein.
We just burned through
Yep.
these. If you like, if you're gonna pick up Apocalypse Now, you might as well pick up the other Straczynski book hitting the shelf. Twilight Zone. It's a new arc. You can jump right in. If you missed the first arc, it's no big deal. Obviously, if you've ever seen the Twilight Zone or any kind of anthology television, you'll know how that works.
Yep.
But it's very interesting because they do somewhat connect. But I don't think you're going to have to read them together.
Yep.
I think he's using a flow to go from one story to the next, kind of like Mr. Show.
That's often what I think about with Twilight Zone, is just like Mr. Show. My favorite piece of
here we go. Good thing we got to it on top.
Cool. So right here, Warren Ellis's new creator-owned. We got trees right here.
Can I look through that?
Yep, absolutely.
I read about this, and the concept sounds amazing.
I mean, basically, if you're a Warren Ellis fan, you're probably already waiting for this, and if you're not, you probably will be when you pick it up. I love it. The art looks gorgeous. It looks insane. I imagine it's going to be completely off the wall like Warren Ellis usually does. Recently, you've probably been picking up his Moon Knight. And
Now,
we've kind of been waiting for original stuff.
If I'm crazy here or not, but what I read, the concept of this book is that trees are alive and look at humans the way we look at the tree.
They're aliens, and they don't recognize us as being intelligent.
They're aliens, the trees themselves.
And they think we're stupid, which is valid.
That have always been here.
You know, they landed and then sort of like planted themselves and then moved.
Amazing. What a setup. I love it. Can't beat that, for real. We got Thanos Annual. I didn't know he had an ongoing. But anyway.
His annual single comic. That's what it is.
Yeah, sounds good to me. You guys love Thanos.
It's Jim Starlin. I believe it's going to lead up to the new Thanos thing that he's doing, the new graphic novel.
Would make sense.
So looks pretty fun. I mean, it's Starlin, so
it's OG official. No bootleg.
The director's cut edition of Sandman Overture, issue 2. I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, you have it already. Anyway, which you also probably have this, Southern Bastards #1. But if you didn't, we got a second printing of this.
Yep.
Just in time.
For issue #2.
Which you're also going to get if you haven't. Jason Aaron, you know that guy. He did Scalp.
He did Scalp, a lot of Wolverine.
And he changed Thor to be good. Not as a good guy, but he made the book a lot better.
That book was amazing with him on it. You should definitely also check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, and just throw out the rest of them that doesn't have his name on it. This is weird. This is like Lucas's Star Wars. Still going.
And it's actually the last issue.
Okay, not going anymore. If you were wondering how Darth Vader didn't have a mask and Luke Skywalker had
As Luke Skywalker's like 2-3 different characters split.
Yeah. Oh my God. What is going on in this book? This is Star boring, more like it. No, I'm just kidding. Star Wars.
Crush you.
I know I'm just messing with you guys. I'm just having.
There's a lot of flowing hair. That's
I'm in
all
one
I
of
have
those
to say.
moods. You know what I mean? Speaking of moods, Serenity comes out. I don't know what that segue means, but
if you like Jane, he's on the cover. Go for it.
Is Miss Marvel's new power having a big, like a Mr. Fantastic type thing?
She can shapeshift, and they use it also to, like she'll make a giant fist or like.
Well, I had no idea.
Skrulls.
Was that always her power?
Yeah.
So this is like a variation on Skrull abilities, essentially, that she's got.
Ooh, get the Skrull out of here. Anyway, do you want to talk about that?
Okay, Justice League Dark. I'm just showing you guys probably a series you should pick up if you like the magic users in the DC universe. Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, John Constantine is in this book, and they just released his trailer for his new show in the fall, which
I think you mean John Constantine.
No, I don't. I have never in my life meant that.
Ew, I think you mean,
I do not mean Keanu Reeves. That I know for sure. But if you want to, try out some stuff with him in it, it's got him, it's got Zatanna, quite a few awesome magic users, so.
All right. Thank you, Joe Mann, for finally finishing issue #2 of Inhuman. We'll be looking forward to issue 3 sometime in the year 2017. Guardians of the Galaxy number 15.
With Captain Marvel now in space. Apparently, they're just all moving into space. So you can pick up this when you pick up Ms. Marvel.
They must be living in Brooklyn right now because I hear the rents are just out of control. So space seems to be out of this world. I love it. So space seems to be the only place with affordable rent. Giant Spider-Man comes out. What's going on with this book?
It's Spider-Man, but giant size.
Cool. Can't beat that. Oh, it's got a Tim Seeley drawing in here. That's art by Seeley, and you know that I love him. He is the man behind.
You've seen some awesome Sandman.
Yeah, he is the man behind Hack Slash, one of my favorite comic books. So this is really cool to see him working on Spidey of all things. Not something I thought I'd
Especially if we're doing
giant
Seeley.
size Spidey. Oh yeah, and if we're gonna talk about Seeley, why don't we talk about far surpasses Hack Slash in fandom, which is not my favorite thing about it, but it's cool that he's getting out there and getting his name out there in a much bigger way, so that people can go back and see his older work that I like.
If you're liking the Image stuff, you may be reading either of these books right now. Revival, that's Seeley's book.
If you're a speculator, go back through your collection and actually read your copies.
But this week we're getting actually a crossover issue, Revival, and with Chew. Chew's just an awesome.
Wait a second, hold on. I said it's Chew with Revival.
What?
You got your Chew and my Revival.
That doesn't even sound right.
You got your Revival and my Chew.
You're dating yourself.
Shut up. What?
But whether.
Yep.
Yeah, we know. That's exactly the joke.
Way to go. Thanks, Justin.
Hey,
You're
Justin.
Really... So whether
you want to talk about Star Wars? We just finished that. Anyway.
And suddenly he's like, he's like, have you seen Bart Kira?
Hey.
Oh, I totally forgot to talk about this. Deadly Class also hits the shelf. If you're finding the new issue of Deadly Class, if you are following the Remender work that he's been working on, which I know.
If you're here to pick up Black Science or Crawl Space this week.
you should go back and you should just kill yourself because you're not going to get the back issues unless they're only missing issue 3, which also has a second printing coming out tomorrow. Bam! Look at those segues.
And now, completely randomly, it's Deadpool.
Original Sin Deadpool. There we go. That's a Deadpool segue. Anyway,
that's what we got. That's it. See, so.
Here's a new book here's a new image, number 1 of the week. Cowl, Chicago Organized Workers League. Whoa. This is really a nice, beautiful book in here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really.
Who's doing this?
Yeah,
this is Kyle Higgins writing it, and you've got Alex Siegel, and it's a gorgeous-looking book.
Yeah, this is really nice. This looks just. I mean,
the color reminds me a little Phil Noto a little bit.
I'm with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this is like those hip, colorful, crazy books that you guys all love. It also looks like kind of like Sean Phillips a little bit. Sean Phillips maybe. I'm seeing it there in that one definitely in that picture. Beautiful book. Hey, you guys should come pick this up tomorrow. Another original Sin tie-in, Avengers
and
30. Another original Sin tie-in, Mighty Avengers. And who's that on the cover?
Wow. Yep.
Black Adam.
Yep. We're gonna go with that one now.
Coming all the way from the DC universe. It's the Blue Marvel.
That's marvelous.
That is marvelous.
They've got some Blade in here.
That's Rashawn, I think.
Did we talk about that?
What?
Probably last episode, whatever it is.
What's that? No. Oh, did we
This
pull
is
that
pretty.
in? I don't even know if I pulled it. No, I didn't. Can you grab one?
This seems like a sentence for you in here.
What's that? Blade the Vampire Slayer versus the fire-breathing were-roosters of the Deathwalkers hunting the talisman of Karma's Taj. I'm sorry, I fell asleep 3 times in that sentence.
What? No deadly were-roosters for you?
I like that. That was the only part that I woke up for. Batman 31 hits the shelf. Batman Eternal number 8. I know we are leading up to something big, and I know that you know because you've been reading. You guys like Mark Waid? He did Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Daredevil. He does Hulk as well.
Oh, he's doing Hulk at the moment? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Check this Dr. Spectre out. It's a new book he's got hitting the shelf from Dynamite. It's a new Dynamite number 1, Dr. Spectre. Talking about Dynamite number 1, so we've got Deja of Mars.
Of more.
Of more.
Is that what? I'm going to assume that's the only word you got when you look at this cover.
I meant more of Deja, actually. Deja of Mars. And then we got a couple more we'll just knock out. Dead Body Road number 6 comes out today. Fantastic Four, the extra-sized issue, hits the shelf. 2000 AD single issue publishing is out and happening. And we've got the first issue of Brass Sun. Looks pretty cool. This has got this looks like 2000 AD stuff or a humanoid type things. If you guys enjoy that type of stuff, I'm sure you're going to dig this. And the last single issue of the day is a book that Javier has been dying for me to read and appreciate.
Not only Javier, Jeff has been waiting for this book.
No, you've been wanting me to read it. So tell me about it, Javier.
Nightbreed.
Is that Clive Barker?
This is Clive Barker's Nightbreed. It's a continuation from the series that came out in the 80s.
So it's a brand new continuation of an original series.
Yes.
Is that I see Mark Andreyko, who's doing Batwoman right now, looks like he's scripting. I'm a big fan of his. I can tell.
Cabal, the story that it came from, the movie, everything about it is just so smart, so original. His monsters are just one of a kind.
I've always said I am not a Clive Barker fan, but of all the things that he's ever put out, Nightbreed is one of the more tolerable.
I just want to say that I'm a huge Nightbreed fan, and if you guys see a DVD copy of the DVD around at shows.
Is it out of print?
It's way out of print.
There's a Cabal coming out.
Well, that's the thing. They're putting out the.
Oh, great. Then don't bring me any DVDs of Nightbreed.
Don't. Well, you know what? You might want the original cut that you're familiar with, unless you don't know if they might leave that off the DVD. But that was a big ordeal because it was a project that he lost control of in a sense and got
And his fans.
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker,
his
yeah.
fans rallied,
Clive Barker.
and we got the Cabal cut made. Us fans. People that love him.
Not me. I'm not involved.
No.
I'm not a fan. I
I
gotta
thought
be.
Nightbreed would be your thing.
Well, that's what I said. Of all his work, I'd say Nightbreed is my most tolerable.
You're not like a Hellraiser guy?
Hellraiser 2 is the only one that I
Did you ever
really
read
enjoy.
the
I
novella
like 2
though?
and 3.
Did
What?
you ever read the novella though? Like
Of
the
Hellraiser?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
no,
good.
definitely.
So good.
Whether or not you like the movie, always check that one out. Since it's a novella form, like it's only like 150 pages or less. It's really quick,
I can only handle about 150 pages.
but it's good. It works fast.
Later.
See ya. But I mean, honestly, anyway, you should be watching Hellraiser 1 with the Spanish dubs, and everyone knows this. It's so much better if you just watch it in Spanish.
Hellraiser 1 with the Spanish dubs and Hellraiser 2 muted. No,
Yeah.
Hellraiser 2 is I've been telling myself for the last couple of years as I continually have to work with Javier that I will revisit a bunch of the Clive Barker stuff one day.
The
But
first.
I haven't. Yes, I will revisit. I've been putting it off. I need to revisit a lot of the Clive Barker stuff and reform a new opinion because you know
you
what?
probably would like his short stories more than his movies, frankly.
I-
The books can be a bit long-winded, like even compared to
Stephen King.
even compared to Javier's baby, Stephen King, he can be a bit long-winded. But like his short horror stories, like what is it? The Book of Blood, I think it's called.
Books of Blood, yeah.
Yeah, like that collection is really great. Even the introduction to that collection is just kind of sick and awesome. So I'm really excited for Nightbreed. I'm probably gonna pick that up today.
All right, cool.
Cool.
You mean tomorrow?
Whenever today is.
All
I'll
right,
pick
guys.
it up and flip through it when we close.
Thank you very much, guys. We always appreciate you sticking with us, and we will see you next Tuesday at the same time, which is always sometime around 4
Classy
o'clock.
ending.